There comes the heat. Okay, it is time for some more tincture today. This is from Jay's Small Batch, and this is CRB. This is a Carolina Reaper and Basil tincture. And I had to look on their website and see exactly what CRB meant. I have made the assumption that it was basil, but it doesn't say basil anywhere on this other than in the ingredients. So, CRB tincture. Jay's 1 drop will add natural heat to any food or beverage without changing the innate flavor. Caution, these are very spicy. Add 1 drop at a time. They're called 1 drop for a reason. And his spice level is a 4 out of 5 on his. And I had his Death by Chocolate, which is just absolutely incredible. I think it's a 3 out of 5 on his. It might even be a 2 out of 5. I don't know, but it's still pretty hot. But it's like one of the most delicious tinctures I've ever had. But anyways, this is his Carolina Reaper Basil. All right, there's a description on his website I want to read as well, because he's got a really, really good idea, because he talks about one of my all-time favorite cocktails in here. Jay's Carolina Reaper Basil super spice cocktail tincture is like nothing else out there. We wanted to bring amazing heat and flavor together in an easy to apply format that wouldn't change the flavor of its intended dish or drink. I love that. Just 1 drop or 2 will spice up any dish or drink with ease, and no need to worry about chili oil tainting anything else you're cooking or mixing. Once you've had CRB with your favorite cocktail, you're hooked. Try a spicy Negroni. That is amazing. A Negroni is one of my all-time favorite cocktails. Absolutely my wife and I fell in love with Negronis years ago. I think we had our first ones maybe in Italy, but absolutely fell in love with them. Negronis are amazing. Anyways, we're going to be getting into this. Carolina Reaper, Basil, tincture, should be extremely hot. Ingredients: turbinado sugar, dried Carolina Reaper peppers, water, aged balsamic vinegar, grain alcohol, and basil. Basil is the last ingredient on this. I'm assuming that I'm sure the basil will come through, but I'm interested. Okay, let me empty the dropper. I want to make sure I give this guy a good shake before we get into it. Okay. See if I can get anything from the aroma. It smells hot, I will say. Smell the peppers. I'm dripping on the table. All right, I got my tasting spoon here, and we're gonna go with 3 drops of this to start. 1, 2, 3. Okay, just gotta see where it takes us. See if the basil comes through, see how truly hot it is. All right, cheers, people. Wow, this is absolutely delicious. I'm doing more of it immediately. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 5 drops of it this time. It's actually, let's see. We'll see if I regret this. Absolutely jam-packed with flavor. You get the sugars up front. There comes the heat. Ooh, man, it grows. It's got just an amazing burn to it. You get the sweetness, you get the basil on the back end of it. It's super subtle. This is a very clean tasting tincture. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think that his Death by Chocolate's a little hotter. In my opinion, I'm gonna do a couple more drops. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 5 more drops of this. He rates his Death by Basil, I believe, or his Death by Chocolate, a little bit lower than this, but I think this is actually not as hot. The flavor of this is just absolutely incredible. You get the sugars and sweetness up front, and then you get the super subtle, but absolutely there, basil in the background. This is one of the best tinctures I've ever had. For a tincture, I would say this is like more on like the medium side of it. This is not one of those tinctures that's absolutely going to like punch you in the face. I have one of those right there that's going to do that. But absolutely jam-packed with flavor. This is going to be absolutely perfect to add to cocktails. Like, if you are a bartender or some sort of mixologist somewhere, like, having something like this in your like beverage making arsenal is like going to be just absolutely incredible. Like, I cannot put this into a Negroni faster. This would be really good, and sort of any kind of cocktail like that that's gonna have like those like bitter, bitterness going on, but also is gonna have a little bit of sugars in it. So anything you're gonna be using like Cointreau or a little bit of simple or juices or something like that, I think this is gonna lend itself like really nicely. And the Negroni is gonna be great. Some different versions of a margarita would be really good, or if you're like messing with mezcal or something like that. I think this would be really nice. Really, really good. I'm like just shocked at how much I love this stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I'm going to be like, I'm going to be going through this bottle. Like, I'm going to be using cocktails. I'm going to be eating it. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff with it. Just absolutely incredible. I've loved everything I've had from Jay's Small Batch. I've only been kind of like messing with his tinctures, but these are just like very flavor packed. You know, like really, really have enjoyed them. So fantastic stuff. Alrighty, if you are looking for a flavored jam-packed tincture, this is definitely one to go. Or if you're just trying to like get into tinctures like for the first time, this is a good option because this is not going to be the one that's going to like take your breath away, you know. But it still packs a lot of heat, you know. Like, I mean, if that was like on the hot sauce side, this would be an extremely hot sauce. But when you're talking about like a tincture, I'm gonna say it's like more on like the medium to medium low kind of side. Absolutely delicious, wonderful, wonderful product. In the description below, I'll leave a link to it so you guys can check it out. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.